Hello there, gods and amazing goddesses of your reality. Welcome back. This is Manifest with Jenny. So I'm back in England. This is the first video that I've done since Tunisia, and I haven't been very well, guys. I've been really poorly. I don't know whether it's because of the aircon or I've had some sort of bug, but it hasn't been pretty at all. As you can hear, I've had that chest infection that I had while I was over there, and I put it down to the air conditioning. However, I've really had the plops since I've come back, and then it's all been in my eyes, my head. I've even had like ringing in my ear. It's some systematic infection from somewhere, and I don't know what it is. But I want to make a point about this here manifesting journey and my infection, and how I want to use it as an example of what we do en route with not accepting things, not just allowing things to take their natural course. Now, I do just want to give you a little bit of context with regards to what I've decided now with SP while I was away in Tunisia. And I'm going to move away more from the nutritional side of it. Not that I don't believe it's a skill set of mine, but it's not as much as a passion of mine now as it is with the soul healing. And the spiritual healing that now resonates with me more so en route. Like I always talk to you about, we change the version of ourselves en route, we evolve and we come to epiphanies and conclusions. And in my case, I've come to clear conclusions. Going forward, I want to be that love, strong female advocate, but not only for love with connecting outside of oneself, but also that beautiful connection with our own divinity and divine nature. Divine nature. So going forward, I'm going to be really touting myself as this loving thyself and loving connections with others, as well as our own spiritual journey, our own spiritual healing. So that being said, I do just want to touch on the nutritional aspect of it, or not necessarily so much the nutritional side, but really the side of things where, for me, when I'm ill, which isn't very often, I really trust my body. I don't want to have anything pumped into me, and this is not to sprout out and to talk about holistic, healing models, which I've talked about in the past. This is about doing nothing and just being. And since I've been ill, so my brain's still slow, since I've been ill, and it's took me a long time to recover, or a long time in Jen's world, should I say. I really feel that getting this over to you would really benefit you. So, my beautiful SP, we're different people, and he's always, and like probably the majority of people, I should imagine, in the UK, we're ill, we can't afford to stop, so we pump ourselves with whatever we can get over the counter, or we go to the doctors, and obviously whatever is going on with me, it's bacterial. So I could go to get antibiotics, or I could have Imodium to stop me from going. I could have a number of different things to help with my cough, to sort of encourage me to carry on through it. But I really just don't want to do that. And again, this is what we do on our manifesting journey. We allow things, we feel like we're stuck. And so we reach for the quick fix. We feel anger, we feel sadness, we feel these feelings while we feel like it should be so simple to manifest our SP or get that job. And when we don't get it at the time that we want, in the way that we want, we then reach out for things to subsidize that feeling that we're having, to change those feelings that we're having, to not feel those feelings that we're having, whether that's drink, alcohol, whatever. And it's the same principle. It's the same principle of me doing nothing while I've got this infection, meaning that my beautiful innate immune system knows exactly what to do. I don't need to get my brain involved. And it's the same way of looking at our ego. Wants us to have things now, wants us to have things the way that we want them, wants us to control the how, the why, the when, the all of it, right? And it's exactly the same principle with our bodies when we're ill. Like, the body knows when the right time is. The body's expelling the bacteria and getting rid of the infection with its own way of doing things. Like the universe, the subconscious, the infinite, the Tao, all the things that we could call it, right? It's got its own intelligence. It knows these things just like your immune system. So let it be. Let it be. You don't have to do anything. Yes, you maybe need to pull back. The same way when I say that your emotions get involved and we don't know how to handle these emotions, that's the time to pull back. That's not the time to push when you're exhausted emotionally and you can't figure things out. That's the time to pull back and go into nature. This, for me, now, being ill, pull back and fast, give my body and my brain that break that it's crying out for, not to pump in all these pills, these aids. It's a time to really just to let the detoxifying process go ahead without me interfering. Yes, I know that I need to have make sure my electrolytes are all present, and my mineral content, as well as having my water. That's important to me. I mean, people may argue that with a more severe detoxification protocol, that we don't even need water. Sometimes it's not necessary to even have the water, but however, for me, I have. But if I don't feel like eating for a day or two and I've been ill, I won't. I'll listen to my body because I don't need it. My body needs to be in rest and digest. It needs to get rid of all that crap, and fasting is the best way to do that, So, and I just wanted to make a point of why we, I am actually making a point of the spiritual side of things and the manifesting journey, but from an infection perspective as well, guys. When we do all that Imodium, when we keep putting stuff into our body, for one, if you've got the plops, as uncomfortable as that is, your body is expelling all that bacteria, and then we put things in to clog us up. So where's that going? It's staying in our system. We're not getting rid of all those toxins, all the bad stuff. Same way as what I'm saying with the spiritual journey, with the emotions. Unless we feel them, we're not releasing them. And so no wonder we go to the doctors then, and then we've got this overgrowth of bacteria within our microbiome. Why are we then all having these systematic issues with our bodies? And why then do we start having problems with other parts of our organs? It's because that bacteria is accumulated, because it's colonized, it's become a major part. Even like things like E. coli, for example, a bacteria that we've really coined as a bad bacteria. It's good within balance. But if we don't allow our body to expel the imbalance, how can we then create harmony and balance? We're meant to have all these colonies of bacteria living within our body. That is healthy. The more bacteria we have, where the bacteria coexist together, like us, like a great example of humans coexisting together, how can we be healthy? And it's the same principle of what I'm doing outside of my body. That's what I want us to create outside of one's organ, you know. And so what lives within lives without, so above, so below. It's beautiful, it's balance, it's harmony. So yeah, at the minute I've still got a bit of a thick head, and excuse me for getting things wrong, but I hope I made that clear. Like, your body is innately intelligent. Your heart and your mind, the coherence is innately within you. Put some trust into it. Let things be. Stop this ego mind trying to control and hijack you all the time. Well, I'm going to leave it there because we've gone over the 10 minutes, and I'm trying to stick to these 10 minutes as much as I can. Next time I see you, I'm sure I'm going to be fit and healthy, because this probably isn't going out for a little minute. But I love you. I'm sending you lots of food for thought. If you miss off the food, that's okay. But I send you some beautiful healing energy as always, and I will see you in the next one. Ooh.